Welcome back. You're watching Power Breakfast on CNBC-TV18. Yet another trade salvo from US President Donald Trump. His administration has revoked duty-free benefits for 90 goods imported by the United States. And 50 of those goods are exported from India, from agri-products to chemicals, to jewelry, to leather, to handloom. It will have some serious ramifications for many companies. Ritu Boyan is here with all those details. Ritu, explain to us the impact from this move the US will have on India Inc.
More than half of the products in this list are from India, and they belong to sectors like jewelry, fabrics, cotton fabrics, leather articles, agriculture products, processed foods, vegetables, etc. Now, we asked Commerce Ministry sources about the impact of this notification, which was signed by Donald Trump, and by midnight tonight, you will see that India will lose the duty-free access to US markets or as far as these 50 products are concerned. Now, Commerce Ministry maintains that this exercise is a regular exercise that the US government conducts and is not country-specific, it's actually product-specific, and hence, several countries have been impacted by this. That is one. And secondly, as far as the specific impact on exports, according to Commerce Ministry, 72.3 million. That will be the exact impact. Of course, we'll have to analyze line by line what will be the exact impact as far as exports from India to US are concerned. Meanwhile, we understand that dialogue between Indian and US trade diplomats that is still on, and we have seen India extend the notification implementation date. This notification is related to the retaliatory tariffs on 29 US products that was to be implemented from November 2nd. 45 days deferment has happened on that as well. So clearly dialogue is still on regarding trade-related issues, and it remains to be seen, if all these issues raised by both sides, if they get resolved anytime soon. With that, it's back to you.
Okay, some setback when it comes to the duty-free items from India, but let's talk about the positive news, and that is that the GST collections for the month of October have crossed the 1 lakh crore rupee mark for the first time in this fiscal. Remember, it's the second time that the tax collection have crossed the 1 lakh crore rupees mark since GST came into effect in 2017. GST mop-up in March, which was reported in April, had earlier touched a level of 1.3 lakh crore rupees. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley tweeted, and I quote, "The success of GST is lower rates, lesser evasion, higher compliance, only one tax, and negligible interference by taxation authorities," unquote. Now remember, while collections have increased on a monthly basis, they are still below the government's asking rate of 1.1 lakh crore rupees as per budget estimates. In fact, let's now go across to Sapna Das for more details. Sapna, some good news coming in terms of the GST collections.
Well, definitely some good news on GST revenues. For the first time in the current financial year, the number is now above the psychological benchmark of 1 lakh crores, slightly above that. Having said that, well, around 49,000 crores has come in as a CGST share for the centre, and around 53,000 crores for the SGST. This also, of course, includes the provisional settlement that has been done under the IGST funds, distributed around 30,000 crores between the centre and the states. Difficult to say whether this is going to be a trend. Very unlikely that this is going to be a trend. But the expectation within the government is that probably the next month also, you may see the revenue collection of GST around the same level, in that close range. But definitely not a trend for the current financial year. The internal target, the monthly internal target is around 103 to 105 lakh crores for GST. And we are still around the psychological benchmark level of around 1 lakh crores. So I have to really wait and watch and see how the numbers pan out post-December. But expectation is next month also it may be in the same range.
Okay, thanks so much for that, Sapna. Well, time to slip into a short break. Up next, Axis Bank reports its numbers today. We get you what the street is expecting.